Today's episode is brought to you by Quip. Quip is going to get your teeth looking so good. Also today, we're brought to you by Calm. Calm is here to help you relax, help you chill out, find the right vibe, just make your day better. Now let's jump into this podcast.
Hello, everybody, it's time for Ghost and Crendor.
Ghost and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. Before our recording studio audience. Recording. Wake your ass up, it's the Crendor in the morning.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Cox and Crendor in the morning.
Hey.
Hi. Hey. Ooh, you had to think about it. Saying hi. You're like, I don't know if I want to say hi today.
I don't know. I mean, what if I didn't say hi? Like, would it
If you didn't say anything, you just left me hanging?
Yeah, I feel like I've done that before, but I also feel like, I don't know.
I'm sure you have, and I'm sure it went the same way all these do, where you do a goof, and I'm like, what are you doing? And you're like, I'm goofing, and I'm like, why are you goofing? And you're like, cause, and I'm like, all right.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it would go that way, but we don't know. But we just don't know.
I mean, we can restart the show and find out.
All right. Do it again.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cox and Crendor in the morning. Is this a stalemate? Are we gonna wait and see?
What? Where am I?
Is this what we're doing now? Is this the goof?
Well, where am I?
You're on Earth.
And who are you?
I am the president of Earth.
Oh, shit.
Give me your space money as a token of your appreciation.
Wait, why would you want space money if it's worth, like, nothing on Earth?
Because when you bring us into your Federation of Space Planets, I will have space bucks.
Yeah, but how do you know we don't use our own localized currency on
Well, because then I mean, like, give me what you got. Give me. I'd hold you up, like, welcome to Earth, and I'd hold you up and take all your money, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but if then you've held me up, and then I'm like, don't buy anything from this, or, you know, I don't accept this guy's money.
I'd throw you in a maximum security, like, research facility way before you could leave. You kidding me?
Yeah, but then you'd have all the space bucks, but it wouldn't matter, because then they'd be like, he captured the guy that we sent out there.
No way. I'm going to put it in a space bank.
You know how to make space banks on Earth?
No, that's why we got Space Force. We're going to go to space, set up a bank. I'm going to put my space books in the space bank, guarded by Space Force, and then it's going to accrue space interest. And when we finally join the Galactic Federation of Worlds, I will have a lot of space interest.
What's happening?
Well, that's where we went. That's where you didn't talk, and that's where we went. You made that happen.
Well, then that proves your first point wrong. We had no idea we were going to space.
That did prove it wrong. Oh, you got me.
Well, how's it going?
I've been, like, very, very good about, like, going to bed on time and, like, waking up early and, like, getting stuff done. It feels very good. It feels very good to just do what you need to do. Like, I didn't do anything crazy. You know what I mean? Is that weird?
Well, I noticed you were like, I didn't do anything crazy. Like, you have to do something crazy in order to have fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a mental problem of mine.
Because to me, you're talking about, like, my ideal week of, like, yeah, I just did what I had to do.
Sure, but in the process, you see crazy things.
I mean, I could see crazy stuff, but it's not like I actively seek it out.
Well, I know you don't, especially you. You actively don't seek out a lot of stuff. I'm saying that when something weird happens to you, it just happens. Me, I like to throw myself in the deep end with Crazy Town. And
I see.
I didn't do any of that this week. This week I straight up, like, did work, went home, made dinner, watched a TV show or two, and then went to bed. Woke up like I was married. Like I was an old married couple to me. I did all the things I had to do. I was like, I guess I'll make my bed, you know, like that kind of stuff.
Right.
That's what I did.
and you enjoyed it.
I don't know that I enjoyed it. I just did it because I'm trying to like make things smoother. I've gotten to the point where I keep thinking about all the things I haven't done, and I'm like, if I just do them, I don't have to ever think about them anymore. And I know that sounds crazy to normal people, but to me, I'm like, well, I can just put that off till tomorrow. And now I'm like, all right, no, I'm just going to do it immediately. If it's in front of my face, I'm doing it immediately. And so that's where I am now. It's probably not as healthy as I think it is, but I'm getting stuff done.
Well, that's good. I mean, it does sound like you enjoyed it still.
I mean, I enjoy the concept of freeing the weight of doing things off my shoulders. You know what I mean? Like, I'll do it tomorrow, then I got to think about it till tomorrow. Right. Now I can just do it now, and it's done, and I don't have to think about it anymore.
Yeah, I get it. It makes sense.
Yeah, I will have gotten off of this by next week for sure.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But I have like ebbs and flows, and right now I'm like, in a moment where I'm feeling good. And then next week I'll be like, let me tell you, I didn't do anything for 7 days. Who knows?
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna have a chill day yesterday, but then turns out the IBS hit because I ate a pear.
I heard this, and I saw you tweet, I ate an overripe pear, and I just need to know, what does that mean?
So there's like unripe, there's ripe, which is like, to me, a ripe fruit is like, it's ideal for eating at that moment, right? Like it's like al dente, you know?
I'm Googling overripe pear.
But
nope, that's not good. I don't want to look at that. That's some disgusting pears.
But it starts to go away from ripened into like a little too ripe, you know? Like it's a little too squishy. It's
like
not
the
like
outside's
moldy.
Brownish? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's not like bad. It's just it starts to get a little squishy, starts tasting a little too sugary. You know how if you like let a banana sit out too long, it tastes a little like soft and mushy and sugary?
I don't let bananas sit out long. If I get banana, I am not a squishy food man. I don't do squish foods at all. If I would rather never eat another apple, or like a pear or whatever. If it was like a little bit of squish, nah, I can't do it. My nanners have to be hard. I want my banana to fight back a little bit. I don't want it to taste too sweet. It's a little starchy. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the ideal IBS fruit tier, is that like kind of starchy, not overly ripened banana. Like if you let it get too ripe, there's like too many sugars and stuff. And it's the same with like apples and pears and all that. It's the FODMAPs we talked about.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I just like super ate one. And then I think it was a combination of eating that the night before and then just eating way too fast because I hadn't eaten anything really. And then I got back from the gym and I was like hungry and I was like, so I like ate food real fast. Like I was just like, and then right after that, my stomach and my colon was like, and I was like, oh God. And that was just a bad time. But today's been better, you know. It's like it's still a little like, but it's like the post-traumatic colon experience. So now it's like I've eaten food, I'm fine, but you still got a little bit of the gurgles, and then tomorrow.
So it's sugar based, your problem?
Well, partially, but it's not like sugar. It's like specifically fruit sugars, which are FODMAPs. So like if you look up
fruit sugars,
yeah, like fructose. Which, you know, like there's different types of sugar. Everybody's always like, sugar. But like there are different types of sugars that are digested differently, even though they are still sugar. Overripe fruit will smell really sweet. A rotten fruit will smell nasty sour. This indicates the fruit has started to ferment, unless you've intentionally fermented it overnight.
Oh. I found, although I did find a bunch of French pear cakes, and they look delicious. I don't know what the hell a French pear cake is, but like, I'm a big fan of fruit-based cakes. Huge fan.
The thing is, I've had pears before. It's the problem of like if you let them sit too long and they get a little too squishy.
There's too much, as we were saying, fruit sugary things.
Yeah, I think it's sorbitol is one. Yeah, sorbitol. A natural sugar alcohol and excess fructose, and it's sorbitol.
Ooh, is it the sugar alcohol that's the problem?
Yeah, it's the sugar alcohols. In fact, there's a lot of sugar alcohols in like diet things.
Sure.
Or different types. It's like a sugar substitute, and it causes a lot of problems with a lot of people.
So can you do ciders?
I can do ciders, yeah.
But isn't that like fruit alcohol?
Well, when I drink it, I'll have like 1 or 2. I don't
Gotcha,
go crazy with them.
Right.
I'm sure if I drank a bunch of them, it would probably be like, ooh.
Man, now I'm thinking about fruit pies. Look, hey, if you want to find your way to my heart, bake my ass a fruit pie. I will put a ring on that shit. I love fruit pies. I love cherry pies, blueberry pies, apple pies, pear pies, raspberry pies, strawberry, all fruit-based pies. Big fan.
I like fruit pies. I'm not like crazy, but I mean, I'll eat them.
Oh, big fan. Huge fan. Nice hot right out the oven pie. Oh my god.
The thing is also a lot of times if you cook the fruit or the whatever it is, it's easier to eat. So it digests easier compared to like if you eat it raw.
Oh, maybe like a cobbler with ice cream. Oh my god. All right, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I'm trying to be good. I appreciate the sugar bit there because I've been trying to like cut down on sugar and caffeine.
Oh yeah, I saw you tweet that.
I realize that sugar is very hard to cut down on. Not because I'm like pudding and stuff, but like literally sugar is in everything in ways that are the craziest.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was talking about how like, I got 4 days into no sugar, no caffeine, and I was like, I don't know how people do this. I don't know. I was in a weird place. And so I got like a bunch of advice, and one bit of advice I got was sugar's going to be the hardest, so front load caffeine. So basically in the morning, drink caffeine and give yourself a cutoff time, and then drink water the rest of the day. And so I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm not getting rid of caffeine right away. So we'll start with sugar. We'll start with sugar, and I'll try to like drink coffee in the morning to offset, which I'm already doing, but like, I'm not going to just randomly think about coffee throughout the day. So I'm trying my hardest. Instead of getting like Starbucks and whatever, I'm now just drinking like a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Like a normal human being. Just a normal person drinking a cup of coffee in the morning, trying to make that my only coffee I drink all day. Maybe when I come to the office, I'll get some tea, and then it's water the rest of the day. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good.
It is, I'm going to let you know, not very flavorful.
Right.
I miss flavor, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm trying to do that, so I'm trying to focus on sugar first. I'm gonna let you know, I thought I was gonna do fine. I went to the grocery store. The thing that blew my mind is there was a loaf of wheat bread with like extra grains and nuts and stuff in it. One serving had more than your normal daily amount of sugar.
Oh my god!
I was like, shut up, shut up. So now I can't trust anything. Now I'm like, I might as well just not ever eat again because everything is sugar in this country. Yeah. Everything.
I started always checking the labels of stuff like years ago, and I started getting more fit and looking into all that. And it's actually insane how much like sodium, which I mentioned, and then sugars and stuff. Like it's a crazy amount.
Yeah, it's wild. And everyone today, when I was streaming, I was talking about how I just like miso soup and like a spicy miso with ramen, but leave the ramen noodles out of it. And everyone was like, there's so much sodium in that. And I was like, look, I'm trying to cut down on sugar. All right, one thing at a time. I'm going to drink my damn miso soup broth, and it'll be fine. Just one thing at a time here, people. You want to take both things I love? Oh, my God. People were like, you should, if you want to lose weight, you can stop eating bread. I would rather you just bury me. Bread is too good. I am pro bread. I love bread in all of its forms. Doesn't matter what kind. Flat, leavened, unleavened, round, loaf, focaccia, ciabatta. Doesn't matter. Pull apart. You tell me wheat, like white. I don't give a damn. Just whatever bread you got, I will eat that bread. I love bread.
And bread is just sugar.
I mean, look, I get it. Yeah, I understand. I get it. But now that I know that bread is like that, it was just a normal ass wheat loaf.
Hold on, let's see. How much sugar is in bread? So, there's a staple of bread. The sugar content in the average slice of bread varies, but can be as high as 3 grams. Some sugars form naturally in the baking process, but it is often added too. Let's see. 1.4 grams in a slice of white bread. 12 breads that have more sugar than candy.
That's what I was saying. That's probably one of the ones I saw.
Let's see. We've got Martin's potato bread.
I don't know
Martin's
what Martin's
cinnamon
is.
swirl bread. We've got.
Oh my God, cinnamon swirl bread sounds delicious. Also, why is it always Martin's bread? Poor Martin over there.
Well, we got Dave's raisin bread.
It was a Dave's bread. It was a Dave's bread. Yeah.
Wonder Bread Classic. The Cheesecake Factory bread.
That bread is not bread. That bread is like a drug. It's delicious, but that's not bread. Whatever that is.
It's just straight up sugar. That's why it's
Yeah.
so like ooh. Udi's gluten-free cinnamon raisin bread. That's great. 2 slices of Arnold's oat nut bread has more sugar than a Hershey's Kiss.
This is a lot of these are like wheat breads.
Yeah, a lot of wheat bread is high in sugar. Really, just bread in general is just high in sugar.
But I feel like it shouldn't be. You know what I mean? Like, that has to be why it tastes different here compared to overseas.
Does all bread have sugar? Yes, indirectly, even if no sugar is added to make it sweet. Wheat flour is mostly made up of starch. Starches, sometimes called complex carbohydrates, are polysaccharides or long sugar molecule chains found in foods such as grains, corn, rice, and potatoes. Starches contain between 300 to 1,000 glucose units stuck together in a long chain. If you hold a starch in your mouth, analyze one of the enzymes in saliva will begin to break it down. When this happens, you can taste the sweetness of the glucose release. Because starches contain many bonds, they digest and absorb much more slowly than simple sugars. Pretty much, it's just, the bread is just straight up glucose itself.
I mean, I guess that's what it said.
So, like, our bread is more sugary because they're adding sugar to the bread, but like even if you eat bread like made in old Jim Bob's bakery or whatever, it's still gonna be sugar.
Yeah, I hate that. I don't like the fact that like I went and there's an article that is 28 breakfasts that athletes and fit celebrities from Chris Hemsworth to Alicia Vikander start their day with, and it upsets me because I don't see bread anywhere here. Hold on. I see toast with olive oil, fish, and tomato. Nope, never mind. Olive oil, fish, and tomato for breakfast? That's very European of you. All right, what is the vibe? So we got The Rock when he's doing training. He's sirloin with eggs, egg whites, oatmeal with papaya, English muffins with peanut butter and jelly, tropical punch energy drink. I'm looking at a photo. It's a lot of food. I don't think I could eat that much food. Period.
Yeah.
This man has got straight up 5 English muffins on this tray. That's too much.
Well, I mean, he's probably doing like intense workouts and stuff too.
Sure. But even then, I couldn't force myself to eat that
so
much.
That was like when I first started getting into working out and I was like, dude, I'm gonna try bulking up, and it just destroyed my colon. And I was like, all right, never mind. I don't care that much.
Naomi Osaka does toast with smoked salmon and green juice. No, that's not for me. That's not good. Chris Hemsworth, help me out here. What are you eating? Chris Hemsworth for breakfast eats 3 omelets containing whole eggs with mushrooms, capsicum, 2 pieces of bacon, 1 piece of sourdough toast, and a cup of coffee. That's a big ass omelet, but like.
Yeah.
That's 3 whole omelets. This is like a lot of omelets, but like, all right.
Yeah. Well, I feel like. Well, wait. What do you eat for breakfast?
I'm terrible at breakfast. The other day, I made coffee, and I made a bagel, and that was it. That was my breakfast.
Well, I mean, I actually ate that today, but that was because I was also trying to eat kind of plain.
I wasn't trying to eat plain. I was just like, I gotta eat this breakfast before I go to the office, or I'm gonna be hungry. I'll probably stop and get something on the way there. Like, yeah, no. So that's my problem.
Yeah.
So I'll just eat at home. But I don't like cook crazy stuff for breakfast. I've never been a big like breakfast cook. Although the other day, that's a lie. The other day I did make. I took 2 pieces of toast and cut out the middle, and then put the egg in the middle of it, and did that whole thing with the toast, and that was good. That was that was fun.
Oh, this one says bagels are like 6 grams of sugar.
Yeah, but I love a good bagel. Anyway, ignoring that. Shaq says for breakfast, this is going to be me. Shaq eats 3 turkey sausages and 4 egg whites. That's the Jesse Cox future. That's it. I'm going to eat my lame-ass turkey sausage and a bunch of egg whites, and that's it. Nothing special about it. Nothing, just like boring Jesse.
Yeah. This says, where does your added sugar come from? 42% is from soda, energy, and sports drinks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
12% from grain-based desserts. 8.5% from fruit drinks. 5% from dairy desserts. 5% from candy. 3% from ready-to-eat cereals. 4% from sugars and honey. 4% tea. 2% yeast breads. And 1.4% syrups toppings. So the biggest ones are just really desserts and fruit drinks and soda, energy, sports drinks.
Sure. Yeah.
So
I mean, that's all part of the like cutting out. My objective is to make it so I don't want not just soda, but like fruit juice. Or like I don't want to like because what happened was when I was like, oh, I don't want soda, and I was like, I'm not gonna drink soda. Then I would switch to like fruit juices or teas that were a little sweetened, like that kind of stuff. That's no difference. No difference. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be like water boy. Just
most
get
of
my
the
H2O.
most of the times I have coffee, water, tea, and sparkling water. And then occasionally I'll have my like half a can of a small Coca-Cola.
Henry Cavill for breakfast eats an omelet with ham, a beef fillet, or as I'm sure he calls it, a beef fillet, a protein shake, a cup of oats, and berries. It just sounds like so much time invested in eating breakfast. That's not. It's just, I can't do it. What's this lady eat? Hold on. CrossFit athlete Brooke Wells eats a large bowl of oatmeal with protein powder and fruit. I mean, that seems like something a normal person would do.
Yeah. Well, I looked up a thing about sugar, and they just have 8 big lies about sugar we should unlearn. First one is all sugar is bad sugar.
This sounds like pro-sugar propaganda.
Let's see. What are all these? Minimally processed or natural sugars are better for you. You should cut out sugars from your life completely. It's impossible to avoid sugar. Sugar is making you sick. Sugar is a drug and an addiction. Sugar-free replacements are a good alternative. And going on a low or no sugar diet will help you lose weight. So apparently those are all lies.
But okay, so what's the truths?
Well, the big thing I think is like you need sugar. Like your body needs sugar that's how you create energy, right? And so it's like anything, where if you eat in moderation, you're fine. Like if you eat too little sugar, you're probably gonna have super low energy and be like, ugh. And then if you eat too much sugar, you're like, and then your insulin levels are crazy and all that. So it's like you have like a normal, right? It's like if you eat a donut, you don't eat like 10 donuts.
What do you think the Techno Viking eats for breakfast?
10 donuts.
Like that dude was fit as hell. How do I be like the Techno Viking? What do you think he eats for breakfast? Probably that fish and oil thing, huh? He is a Viking.
Yeah, he probably eats fish. The thing is, like, they're also like super working. It's like how when you ask Olympic people or athletes, they're like, "Oh yeah, I ate like 2 things of pasta and a thing," but then they're like power working out and playing a sport and everything. So like they're just burning off all that food.
Yeah, but like, what if instead?
By the way, how's your?
I didn't do any of that.
How's your gym thing? Are you still doing it?
Every Saturday, still doing it. Yeah.
How's it going?
I was just there yesterday. Good. It's fine. We're just sticking with it, and every week we change shit up, and every week I don't hurt now, but I come back a sweaty, gross mess, and then I take the longest shower in the world, and then I sit around for a little bit because, like always, I'm like, what if I did nothing today? But then I'm like, it's Saturday, and I usually don't stream stuff, so maybe I'll stream today, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's where it's at, yeah.
Huh. Well, that's good. I was worried you fell off the gym train, but you're still going.
No, I just don't talk. There's nothing to talk about. It's
Right.
nothing crazy's happening. Literally the same thing is going on. Just like, all right, let's get to work. And it's a fine endeavor. I'm just trying to be like let's be very clear. This whole less sugar, no caffeine thing wasn't my idea. I was definitely pushed to do. He was like, "You should try this, bro."
Right.
I'm like, okay. So I tried it, and I went back yesterday and was like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. That was the worst week of my life. I hated every minute of it. He's like, yeah, well, once we start cutting out other foods, I'm like, I hate you. I hate this.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like I even noticed, like, oh, if I eat this, I'm fine, but if I eat too much of this, I'm bad. It's like if I have like 1 or 2 cups of coffee, I'm good. If I have 3, I'm like, ooh, right? It's like you can kind of just figure it out for yourself after a while.
Yeah, I was like, nope. I don't want to be involved with like, the thing is, I told him I don't want to do sugar-free shit.
Right.
I don't want to eat like something that's going to taste weird just because it looks like candy,
Yeah.
And so he's like, well, then that's fine, but it's going to be tougher. You're going to have to cut shit out. I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. Like, at least let's start with sugars. And so our plan is, because I told him, I was like, I can't do this no sugar stuff. I can't do it.
Right.
So he's like, no added sugars then. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I can eat an apple and be fine. He's like, yeah, you can eat an apple. I was like, okay.
There you
All
go.
right. We're good. We're fine then. I was like, we're fine. I gave you 1 week of my life, and it was the worst week ever. So let's, so now I'm down to like, I can do fruits and stuff, and it isn't just like, eat plain nonsense foods.
Yeah, oh God, fruits.
Love fruit. Love fruit.
I wanted to bring up something I saw on Twitter.
Uh-oh. Yes? What
It
did
ties
you
in
see?
a little bit to what we're talking about. So one day I opened Twitter and it said FDA warns against using Nyquil as chicken marinade.
Ah, yes.
And
Yes, I saw that.
I was like, what? So apparently here's what's happened. They say boiling a medication can make it much more concentrated and change its properties in other ways. Even if you don't eat the chicken, inhaling the medication's vapors while cooking could cause high levels of the drugs to enter your body, and it could hurt your lungs. So pretty much, I guess this has been like a TikTok thing or something. There's people like cooking chicken in NyQuil, which I think is just them doing meme dumb stuff, right? Like, I feel like people have done that in the past. Where it's
I think so.
Yeah,
I think it's like Tide Pods or like all that stuff that's done for goof.
Yeah.
And then the government has to come in and say, like, don't do that. The thing I noticed that was interesting is that I did see the chicken. I did see the like blue chicken they were
Right.
making, which is insane.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I could tell, before the government issued a warning, it wasn't really on anyone's radar. And then when the government said, like, don't do this, then
Yeah.
people started to go check out the video. Here's the thing. Everyone's making a big deal out of that. They're like, well, the government didn't say anything. But with that said, what the government did say is, do not even like attempt to goof this, because the fumes, like, we don't expect you to eat it. But the goof you're doing, the fumes being in that room, you could hurt yourself.
Right.
And so I understand why they did it, because they're trying to say, like, just don't be dumb. But the fallout is always going to be that idiots are going to be like, and they're going to go do it. Because, there's a lot of stupid people in the world.
Right.
And so,
Well, you can't stop them from being stupid.
but you can warn them, which is what the government did.
They're stupid. They don't know.
Right. But I'm saying, like, they covered their bases. So when some idiot dies,
Their legal
someone
reason.
can say, look, we told you not to do it.
Right, I get it. There's like some woman being like, thank God you put out something like this. I have kids, and this should not be allowed on TikTok. I'm like, first off, if you have a kid, why are you letting them cook chicken?
Right.
Number one, I wouldn't even let a kid just cook chicken in general, right? Then you're gonna let them have NyQuil, and then so like you should probably like keep that locked away or something in a cabinet or like high up. I don't know. hard to reach, hard to get. I mean, when you buy that NyQuil and stuff, they like check your ID at the store, so you're not going home and making, drug things. I don't know. Whatever. What was it? People made what was that thing with cough syrup? Remember?
Oh, what is that called? Like lean or whatever? Yeah.
So they're like, I can't have to do that. So that's already a thing. So like, and then you're gonna have them combined? Like, I don't know. It just seems like a lot. And like most kids aren't cooking, right? So if your kid that doesn't cook all the time is like, hey mom, hey dad, can I cook chicken tonight? Or like, can I get the NyQuil out? I'm feeling sick. Also, I'm gonna cook dinner. Like, all of these are just weird red flag things that to any normal person or parent should be like, this is odd, right?
I would say most of the people doing this are adults. Legal adults. I'm talking like 20, 21, 22,
That's
20.
also true, yeah.
I don't think a lot of kids are doing this, because I'll let you know. If there's one thing my parents would instill on me, it's the cost of every damn thing in the world. And if you waste a thing, you're wasting X amount of dollars. I'm just going to let you know, the cheapest I could find NyQuil was $10.
Oh, yeah.
So you wasted a $10 No parent's going to let your dumbass do that. If you do that, you were grounded for so long. That's like a $10 jar of NyQuil. Like, well, if you get sick, you better eat that damn chicken. You better freeze that chicken once you cook it like that, because I ain't going to buy you any more.
Also, every time I've taken NyQuil when I'm sick, I feel like it doesn't even help. It just gives me like crazy fever dreams. I'm like, and I wake up in a sweat.
That's a getting it out of your system. That's NyQuil promise.
Maybe. That's what it does.
Dayquil messes me up. Dayquil's the one where I'm totally alert, everything feels fine, but my nose, throat, eyes, ears is so dry.
Oh, yeah.
And everything, like, I can feel the dryness. It is definitely designed to dry you out, but my God, it is. I feel like I'm in a different world, because everything's just like. I feel like I should have like a Darth Vader. Darth Vader? What is happening? A Darth Vader breathing mask on. I love how Darth Vader breathing mask became Darth Braider. Darth Braider is like the chillest of the Sith. He braids people's hair.
Yes, I've been braiding.
I need you to braid my hair. Come in, Darth Vader. It's me, Darth Vader.
This is all
I'll do your hair. I did Palpatine's hair, and he looked amazing.
By the way, don't use that NyQuil with the chicken. It's terrible. Overall, that's pretty much all the stuff that happened.
I hate the fact that there is at poison.org. Is NyQuil chicken safe to eat? Viral videos on social media promote a trend called NyQuil chicken that involves cooking chicken in cough and cold medication. This is dangerous and may result in poisoning, both from the ingredients and the undercooked chicken. So if anything, what we're learning here is if you're going to make NyQuil chicken, cook that shit.
Yeah, at least cook your chicken before you breathe in the deadly fumes.
I don't believe. Are you kidding me? One TikTok user reported that he cooked NyQuil chicken because his wife was sick. While the exact reason for the increased social media popularity of NyQuil chicken is unclear, it is possible that some individuals could use it as a treatment for sore throat, cough, and runny nose that are often associated with COVID-19. Oh, people injected themselves with pee before they got a vaccination. So, I mean, these people are just stupid. This is just stupid people.
Oh, yeah. That's what I said. It's just, it's all the stupid people.
I can't believe the fact that they were like, yeah, a lot of people are doing this because they're trying to defeat COVID. With NyQuil chicken?
Nyquil.
NyQuil. That's my over-the-counter drug.
Nyquil. It really takes you out.
It'll put you down for good.
Nyquil. By the way, speaking of TikTok, I made my most popular TikTok yet.
What is this? I've not seen this.
It's at 73,000 plays. It's water bottle.
I'm headed over to @Crendor on TikTok.
Yeah.
Whoa, water bottle. I see it.
Yeah. Hey everybody, just a helpful life hack tip here. I got a water bottle, and if you got these at home, fill them with water. They're great for filling up with water and holding water so that you can drink it.
That's a good ass tip. That's a good ass tip.
Yeah. Good tips.
My favorite part is one of the comments is, my initial thought was, what is this guy on about? Then I realized it was Crendor, and it made sense.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Thanks for the tip, boss.
Yeah. You see, everybody's making all those TikTok tip videos being like, here's a tip. But I was like, dude, I'll make a tip. Right, there you go.
You got a lot of comments on this video. This is great. This is the good stuff. See? This is why you need those good video comment things.
That's true.
Also, you have I want you to know, cat doesn't play well. Cat doesn't play well on here. Your cat videos are actually the worst videos you have. Lowest viewership.
There's got to be one that takes off, though, I guarantee.
No, lowest viewership. However, TikTok did great. Water did great. If you stick to elemental-based TikToks, I think you'll be very good at this.
I think so. We'll see. I mean, I'm like the David Lynch, fishing in the Mind River.
Yeah, well, fish in the elemental plane, because to me it seems like stick, water. Now you have to do something with like fire and something with like earth. I guess the stick counts as earth. Air. You need an air thing.
Yeah, we need an
like
air
a plastic bag in the air. Something.
That's a good one. Good point.
Yeah.
So that's why next up we will have air TikTok. Gonna be great. But I'm still gonna try to get a big time cat TikTok. It's gonna happen. Also, I was like scrolling through TikTok now. Okay. So, like, I'll spend a little bit just being like, what's on this thing? And there's some crazy shit on there. Like, I didn't realize
TikTok?
how crazy it was.
Yes.
Like, there's, like, the weirdest things are the live streams. They give you, like, a random live stream, and it's always, like, either a girl being like, hey, what's going on? Or, like, there are these two guys just decked out in tattoos, and he was like, yo, eat some food, man. He's like, I ain't eating food, all right? I ain't eating food. And I was like, what the shit is this? Then there was this woman, like, putting rocks in a container and, like, shouting out numbers. Then there was a fortune teller that was like, oh, I'm sorry, you guys aren't going to work out. I'm so sorry, you and your boyfriend aren't going to work out because I lit these two matches and one went the other way. So it's not going to work. And I was like, imagine you're the guy and she just comes like, our relationship's not going to work because a TikTok live streamer burned two matches and one went to the left instead of the right.
There's actually a Reddit thread about this. It was like, are you dating an astrology person? What is it like? And all the comments are like, I wouldn't recommend it. Don't. But then a lot of them are just like, yeah, I am. And like, it's fine. I just ignore it. Right? Like that kind of thing. But one of the best part is some guy responded, if you date a girl and she goes to an astrology person or she goes to like a psychic or whatever, they're just looking for confirmation of that it's okay to break up with them.
Oh, yeah.
And then some guy responded, oh, that's such a Libra thing to say. And then someone responded to that with like, oh, that's such a, like, that's such like a Sagittarius thing to. It was hilarious. And all the people kept responding to each other. It was very funny.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, okay, Reddit, you funny.
I found like probably like 10 to 20 good TikToks out of like the hundreds I've seen.
Most of the TikToks I've seen, if I like scroll through, most of it is like, here's the one thing I click on that I think is a total scam is whenever I see someone like, it's like a dude being like, in this film, a girl is attempting to rid herself of an infection. Like that, like, even though it's a terrible example, but like, it's like a movie that's like a foreign film and then some terrible VO thing tries to explain the foreign film to you. And because I've never seen these movies, I'm like invested I'm like, oh wait, what happens next? So I'll go to the page and see what happens, and they never do the full movie. They only do like 3 parts and then move on.
Oh yeah,
so
those are all scams. Anytime they're just like, anytime it starts going on long, like, all right, don't scroll because I have a story. This was a thing. I'm like, don't care. Like I
get suckered in by the movie ones because like like the other day I saw one where it was it was Gemma Chan, and she was a robot.
Okay.
And it's like the family brings her home, and the dad is like, hey, we brought a robot home. And the mom's like, I don't think we should have a robot in the house. And Gemma Chan's like, don't worry, I'm beautiful. And everyone's like, oh, well, all right. So then they keep her around, and then apparently the like son is trying to sleep with the robot, and like, but then at the same time the robot is like, something's wrong with her, right? There's something weird about her where she like might be alive or some shit, and you don't know what's going on. And I went through 2 of these damn video scroll things. I don't know how this ends. They stopped covering. I couldn't tell you how this movie ends. I don't know. I don't even know if I was even halfway through the movie, because it's only like a 2-minute thing they're allowed to have. I don't know. I was like, oh, man, what is this movie? Where? I've never heard of this.
That's
I'm like scrolling through, and then it like literally
point,
stops. I'm like, this is a lie. This is all a lie. I hate TikTok.
When it gets to that,
I didn't go back on for the day.
Like, just watch a YouTube video. Like, if your TikTok's going over 30 seconds, that's too long. Go watch a YouTube video.
I'm letting you know, it got me. But other than that, I don't like, most of the time, now that I realize that you can push down on TikTok and it will, you can say like, I don't want to see this anymore.
Oh yeah. For like configuring your algorithm.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, I got nothing.
It's harder than it looks, isn't it?
Speaking of advertising.
Speaking of advertising, good one, pal. I'm sure that you, like us, have been thinking about healthier practices in your life. I know it's that time where we're kind of like, summer's over, and we're all a little bit like, ugh, I didn't do all those summer things I said I was gonna do. And now you want, all right, fall's here. I'm gonna refocus. So by next summer, I'm out and about. It's gonna be amazing. Well, one of the best health practices you can do for yourself is just like focus on that smile, right? Face-to-face interactions, a smile can change all of that. A good smile is helped a lot by your oral care routine. And Quip is here to help make it as easy as possible to take care of your mouth by delivering all the oral care essentials you need to your home. Super easy. It's why over 7 million mouths are using Quip electronic toothbrush. The toothbrush is amazing. It has time sonic vibrations with little 30-second pulses to guide a dentist recommended 2-minute clean. And you can do it in like quadrants of your mouth, right? 30 seconds here, 30 seconds there. It's lightweight, it's sleek, no wires, no bulky charger, no nothing like that. You can even use its multi-use travel cover as sort of like a mirror mount, so you don't have stuff all over your counter. It has reusable handle, and you just pop up the top and replace it. It comes in all sorts of colors, like all black or all pink, or any sort of the plastic colors they have, or sort of the metallic, sleek hues that they've got. On top of brushing, they have amazing ways to improve your brush with the new Smart Motor app, which allows you to track and improve the brushing that you're doing with your Quip, and it gives you rewards like free refills, products, Target gift cards, and more. Beyond that, my goodness, they've got floss. They've got both in string and toothpick form. They've got refillable gum that's sugar-free, long-lasting mint flavor. And they have mouthwash and a refillable 4 times concentrate. It's good for you. It's good for the planet. They've got so much going on. And the brush heads, all that can be replaced every 3 months from $5. Free shipping, and you save money. You don't have to go out and like hunt down all the different things. It's affordable and stylish, and it's just $25. So right now, if you would go to getquip.com/Crendor, you can get your first refill free. That's your first refill free at getquip.com/Crendor. That's getquip.com/Crendor. Quip, it's a good habits company. Also today we're brought to you by Calm. Calm is the app that can help you meditate if you want, focus if you want, relax if you want, maybe just Go to bed with a nice bedtime story or some good ambient music or noise. Sleep stories, man, I love them. They're good. But also, Calm can help you jumpstart your day. Just to get you going, get you in the right peace of mind to start going. That is why we partner with Calm, the #1 mental wellness app, to give you the tools you need to improve the way you feel. Reduce your stress, reduce your anxiety through guided meditation, improve focus with curated music tracks, and rest and recharge with their imaginative sleep stories for children and adults. There's even new daily movement sessions, relaxation stuff. That's just like, it's very, very good. I use it all the time. You can go to calm.com/Cox and get 40% off a Calm premium subscription. And new content is added every single week. Over 100 million people around the world use Calm to take care of their minds. Calm is ready to help you stress less, sleep more, and live happier and a healthier life. I use Calm every single day when I wake up. I cannot stress it enough. It is an app that is consistently on my phone and always active. Big fan. If you're listening right now, again, 40% off a Calm premium subscription at calm.com/Cox. Once again, that's calm.com/Cox. All right, Crendor, let's go to chapter 7. Guys, Crendor, how's that traffic out there?
Oh boy, traffic. It is traffic, and there is traffic. We got traffic on the 8, traffic on the 88, traffic on the 808, traffic on the 888, and don't even think about taking the 888088, because that one is backed up all the way to the 8.88. So if I'm going to take something, it's probably the 0.8, but if you take the 0.08 to the 0.8, then the 8 is probably going to be your way to go. Back to you.
It sounded like an advertisement for Celino and Barnes. 1-888-8888-88.
Dude, there's some advertisers out there. They get those phone numbers like 555-555-555. It's like, how did they even get that number?
I mean, I know that I have some friends who hunted down perfect numbers for them, which I think is hilarious. So now I have one friend when I call his number and it's literally just like the same digit over. I'm like, how'd you get this number? And he's like, oh, dude, I like fought for it. I'm like, why though? It's like I'm calling a lawyer.
But yeah, take the 8.
Take the 8 to the 8 to the 888.
To the 888.
All right, what's going on in weather?
There's hurricanes. Currently, Florida is facing a formidable hurricane, Ian. Hurricane Ian. Right now it's a tropical storm, but it's supposed to become a hurricane later in the week, so we'll see how crazy that gets. Usually I put on the Weather Channel just to see them standing out in the hurricane being like, it's a hurricane, all right. They're like blowing around. So I'll probably do that, see what's going on, but hopefully everybody's safe. But I mean, Florida, I think they're used to dealing with hurricanes, so we'll see how that goes. As for weather, you know what? I'm kind of curious. What if I type in 88888?
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not going to do anything good.
It says Iteri, Minas Gerais, Brazil.
I mean, okay.
Iteri, Minas Gerais. I thought I was going to say Minas Tirith.
Minas Tirith. Currently right now in Minas Tirith.
It is 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity 83%, pressure 30.06, visibility 7 miles. Sunrise 5:48 a.m., sunset 5:58 p.m. Wind 4 miles an hour, dew point 53, UV index 0, and a moon phase of a new moon. 10-day is PM thunderstorms, 70 degrees on Monday. 68 with thunderstorms on Tuesday, 61 rain thunder Wednesday, thunder showers on Thursday, 64, 67 thunderstorms on Friday, Saturday, 67 thunderstorms, Sunday, 68 partly cloudy, and Monday, isolated thunderstorms, 69. Nice. I like how they have a wide variety of thunder. Like they got rain/thunder, thunderstorms, PM thunderstorms, thunder showers, and isolated thunderstorms. They have like 5 different types of thunderstorms going on there. What is the difference between rain/thunder and a thunderstorm?
Rain, like drizzle, 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 and then maybe thunder. And then a thunderstorm is like, get your ass inside, it's storming.
All right, but what about thunder showers?
All right, now that's trouble. That's trouble.
Yeah. Is it just, well, then it's got to be like a lighter, like a slightly heavy rain, but there's thunder happening, so it's like almost a storm, maybe? I don't know.
I guess.
Either way, that's the weather in the Iteri, Minas Gerais, Brazil.
Okay. Enjoy. I guess it's the rainy season, I guess.
Yep. Also,
my goodness.
I put it in the Google, and I found one place. No, there's 3 places there. There's a church, a Posto de Sal, I think it's a post office, and Rosetta.
What is Rosetta?
I don't know. I'm going to send it to you. Here you go. Rosetta, translated by Google. Rosetta is a typical community in Mantiqueria.
No, that's not Rosetta. No, this is a restaurant, not a community.
What? But wait, where am I?
Yeah, you're right. I clicked Rosetta, and it went from being a restaurant to a community.
Yeah. Yeah, look at
Weird.
that. There's just like donkeys laying down. There's someone holding a rock or ice.
There's like donkeys laying down. I feel that. What is this? So there's some restaurants. This restaurant is in the middle of nowhere. Restaurante Cacciaro Sao Bernardo. I don't think that's how that's pronounced. But this place looks like, I don't know that you can call this a restaurant. Although I guess by our like, look at this. This looks like a dude's back porch.
Oh yeah, this does. This definitely looks like a back porch.
It has a waterfall. Oh my goodness! It has waterfalls. And
oh my god, yeah.
A weird rock, goats and shit, and like a one lone motorbike. But here's the thing: the food kind of looking poppin'.
Yeah, they got. Soup
I only see one
bread.
photo of food.
Now I found soup and bread.
Oh, they got a kitchen. Like they have a kitchen thing that I can see.
Oh, I see that.
That
There's
looks
like a
pretty
fire
good.
in there. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks all right. But most of it's just the view and lone bikes. Some dudes loan bikes.
Yeah, look at that.
So I guess the restaurant is part of something bigger. Maybe
It's like a place you stay at, like a.
That seems to be most of the places there. Like we went to go click on that one restaurant. And it was like, no, this is a place where donkeys live. Like,
Yeah, this is a restaurant for donkeys.
I mean, we are like not in the city.
That's true. Yeah, this is
If
like
you go out on that map, you're like, there's jungle around.
Oh yeah, you're in the jungle. Oh yeah.
That was like almost a welcome to the jungle. Like, oh yeah, you're in the jungle.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That's so funny. Yeah,
Still,
that's
though.
kind of like in the middle of nowhere.
There's like a guy in front of the waterfall. You don't see him. You just see his hand, and he's holding a Heineken.
Yeah, that checks out. That makes sense.
Yeah. A bunch of these people are just the same people too.
Yeah. It's crazy that this restaurant has only 5 photos of food and 1 is beer.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it checks
The
out.
best food.
Yeah, I'm trying to see like what else is in the area, but there's so little. There's a main road. On the main road, they have a few restaurants. But like, yeah, that's kind of in the middle of. It is. Oh, that's because it's directly in the middle of Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro. So like, it is. There's a whole bunch of nothing there.
I see. I see.
Although there is a giant castle. Never mind. This is just normal. Like there's a massive castle there.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. I mean, I guess middle of nowhere is a relative term when you have a giant estate.
Yeah. Wow. Well,
What else is next? What is it? Restaurant Pirangucci.
Parangucci.
That's right on the main road. What do they got at restaurant? It's right next to the Principal de Marco. Nothing. Not a photo. Not a photo of it. Thank God I don't live there. So they'd be like, what did you just say?
Pala de Gucci.
I'm going to Pala de Gucci.
Pala de
They'd be
Gucci.
like, what? What an embarrassment. Although, what is this? Fabrica de Chocolates Arroncaria. What is this? Oh, it's a chocolate factory. Oh, mamma mia. All right, I can't look at this. That looks great. That looks amazing. It looks like actual good chocolate. All right, I got to look away. I got to look away. No sugar for me.
Well, that's the weather for Terry. I already forgot the name of this place.
There you go.
Minister.
All right, let's go to sports.
Sports. We had big time sports today. First thing, we had football. Whoa. We had the Bears beat the Texans, the Titans beat the Raiders, the Colts beat the Chiefs, Dolphins beat the Bills, Vikings beat the Lions, Ravens beat the Patriots, Bengals beat the Jets, Eagles beat the Commanders, Panthers beat the Saints, Jaguars beat the Chargers, Rams beat the Cardinals, Falcons beat the Seahawks, Browns beat the Steelers, and Packers beat the Buccaneers. And currently the 49ers are winning against the Denver Broncos. Over in baseball, we're getting close to playoff time over there. We got the Yankees, Cleveland Guardians, and Houston Astros all winning divisions. We got the Mets and the Dodgers up there. And then wild card spots got Blue Jays, Tampa Bay Rays, and Mariners. And you got the Braves, Padres, Phillies with the Brewers a game and a half back. And yeah, pretty much set for the playoffs except for that last spot with the Brewers, Phillies. But it seems like the American League's pretty set, unless the Orioles go crazy at the end, which I kind of hope because I like the Orioles, but I like the Mariners too. So we'll see.
I like everyone. I hope everyone wins.
I just like the teams that haven't made it to the playoffs in a while. Like if the Tampa Bay Rays slipped out of the playoffs and the Orioles sneaked in instead, I'd like that.
I just hope that everyone wins and has a good time.
I just hope they have a good time.
Everyone should just get a trophy. I think.
That's the sports.
Okay, what is our fact of the day?
Fact of the day. Oh, fact of the day. Fact of the day.
Yep.
Here's a wacky fact for you.
Okay.
What?
I'm waiting for the wacky fact. You said it's a wacky fact. I said okay.
All right.
You're making me question whether this is wacky at all. You seem really like it might not be wacky.
Well, maybe it isn't wacky. All right. Maybe it's not that wacky.
Well, we'll find out.
Sumo wrestlers make babies cry for good luck.
What?
That's what I
It
said.
took me a minute to like put that one together. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? The babies, they make babies cry?
That's what it says. While most parents do what they can to prevent or stop their babies from crying, that's not always the case in Japan. That's because it's a 400-year-old Japanese tradition that if a sumo wrestler can make your baby cry, it means he or she will live a healthy life. During a special ceremony, parents hand over their infants to sumo wrestlers who bounce their precious tots up and down and sometimes even roar in their little face to get the tears flowing. Quote, he's not a baby that cries much, but today he cried a lot for us and we were very happy about it. A mother said
What?
at a 2014 event. Yeah.
I kind of absolutely love that. I very much am in love with it. I kind of dig it. I like the idea that they're like, make them cry.
Why is that the thing that gives good luck? I don't understand.
You know, those babies got to learn to fear sumo wrestlers at some point.
That's true.
I assume that's the point. That's the point of the whole thing.
All right. Well, you put it that way.
Watch out for sumo wrestlers. I think that's what it is.
So that's your fact of the day.
All right. What is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Over 1,500 Virginia residents left without power because of rat.
What? Because of rat.
Residents in one Northern Virginia community were left rat-tied after a rodent wiped out their power on Friday. Over 1,500 residents in the Tysons, Virginia area experienced the outage. Peggy Fox, a spokesperson for Dominion Energy, revealed the cause of the outage on Twitter. Fox wrote that the outage was due to a rat that infiltrated a piece of equipment and caused an outage that left 1,588 customers in the dark. The outage was resolved after just over an hour. Twitter users joked about the outage and the rat's involvement on Saturday. It's people just being like, that's the power of Splinter. Rats.
I love that we can all joke about the fact that all it took was a rat to bring down everyone's power. Shouldn't you be very worried about that? Shouldn't you be like, wait a minute. One rat did all that damn... It isn't like, oh, what a Ninja Turtle joke. No, it's literally one rat took out your entire power grid.
Yeah.
You
literally.
kidding me? I'd be like...
What's it built on? Like cheese?
We did build it on cheese, yes. There's
our
a
problem.
It's all we had at the time, but we did build it on cheese.
These wires are made out of cheddar. Mm-hmm. I like to also imagine the rat just like in a tiny like spy outfit going in. He's just like, I've found the wiring. I'm gonna take it out. Over. And he just cuts it.
Like I would imagine, yeah. It makes the most sense. It's some sort of rat spy, yes.
Yeah, spy rat. And he just
spy rat. It's like a pirate, but a spy rat. Right.
He's from what states are next to Virginia?
What states are next to Virginia, Crendor?
I don't know anything about the East Coast.
What states are next to Virginia, dear friend?
See. North Carolina, West Virginia, Kentucky, Maryland, Delaware. Oh, that's definitely a Delaware rat.
Oh, it's definitely a Delaware rat. Yeah, I mean, those Delaware rats, uncontrollable. You gotta... Yeah.
Loaded with spies.
Oh, yeah. So many Delaware rat spies.
Listen, this is where the people on the East Coast are like, how can you not know that? But then, if I tell you to name all the states around Illinois, you can't do that.
Oh, that's easy. Like, Iowa.
Right.
Nevada.
Wrong.
North or South Dakota.
Wrong.
Canada.
Right.
Florida.
Yep.
It's all there. Yeah, I mean, they're all around it.
All right. Yeah, you got me.
Touche. Checkmate, atheist.
So yeah, spy rat.
Spy rat. All right. Well, don't be a spy rat. And instead, come check out all of our content. There we go.
I just, in my head, as soon as he said that, I just heard the like number where it's like, don't be a spy rat, call the cat, call 5555555. We gotta call the cat.
We gotta call the cat.
He'll get rid of that rat.
All right, hit him with the socials.
We've got socials. YouTube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. All one word. Find all the podcasts. YouTube.com/Cox and Crendor. Find all the animations over there. There was the newest one a couple weeks ago if you missed that one.
It's great.
It's great. Hit the bell, like, comment, subscribe on those YouTubes. Also, we're on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. We're all over the place, kind of. Also, find our main stuff. We got youtube.com Jesse Cox, youtube.com Crendor, Twitch TV Jesse Cox, Twitch TV Crendor, Facebook Jesse Cox, Facebook Crendor, Twitch. I already said Twitch. Instagram Notorious Cox, Instagram Crendor is taken. Jesse Cox, TikTok, TikTok, Crendor. The Warhammer Crendor YouTube, Patreon Jessica Cox, Patreon Crendor, and the Cox Clips and the Cren Clips.
That's it. That's it. Perfect.
That's it.
All right. Well, that's it for the show. Thanks so much, everybody. And we'll see y'all next week. And as always,
Oh.
to be continued.